Hi, I'm Dan Passarelli of Market Taker Mentoring, here for CBOE TV. Today, I want to continue in our series on trading vertical spreads. Vertical spreads are arguably the most commonly traded spread in options. And one of the reasons for that is because they're so versatile and they can serve so many purposes. There are a lot of benefits to trading vertical spreads, and one of them is that a trader can hedge off time decay risk and volatility risk. Whenever a trader trades an option, there are three risks and three potential centers for profit that come along with that option. One is the directional exposure. Stock goes up or down, trader can make or lose money. One is time decay. As time passes, the trader can make or lose money. And the third is volatility. When the implied volatility level changes, the trader can make or lose money. Now, when I buy a call, just simply plain buying a call, I get a lot of directional exposure, and I get a lot of time decay risk, and I get a lot of volatility risk. Now, if I just want a directional trade, then I probably don't want all that time decay loss. I basically lose a little bit of money every day, and the stock has to go my way just to break even. So I don't like that time decay risk, and I also probably don't want the volatility risk that comes along with it if my goal is just to have a directional trade. So here's what I can do. I could use a vertical spread to hedge off that risk. So what I would do is I would go and I would buy the call that I want to give me that directional exposure, but at the same time, I would sell an out-of-the-money call. And what that does is, though I have negative theta, negative time decay exposure with the long call, I have a theta benefit. I actually make money on time decay with the short call. Same with volatility risk. I get a bullish volatility risk when I buy the call, but I get bearish volatility risk when I sell that other call. So they offset each other a great deal. Now, what about direction? Some of the directional exposure that I want does get offset. However, typically about 40 to 50% of the directional exposure is offset, and about 90% of the time decay and volatility exposure is offset. So if I simply trade two spreads in comparison to one call, I can have just as much directional exposure that I want, but much less time decay and much less volatility exposure. This is Dan Passarelli with Market Taker Mentoring, here for CBOE TV.